Yeah, just clear the Hunter Street coming up there.
That's a nice morning out on Lake Michigan. Not a whole lot of wind today. It's probably running about, 5 to 7 knots probably. It's pretty light wind. Debating whether or not to try to put the spinnaker up. But I'm by myself, so that makes it a little trickier. We're making 3 knots right now. Not fast, but we're moving a little bit. Beautiful day out. Dragging my little rescue line behind me in case I were to fall off the boat somehow. I would hopefully be able to self-rescue myself. It's a pretty day. Not much waves. Just not quite enough wind here. It's supposed to be building throughout the day, but I won't be out that terribly long. It's about a little after 9 in the morning on Saturday, August 4th. And nobody wanted to come with, so I'm out by myself this morning. The main's looking pretty good, but we could probably fly the spinnaker if the wind stayed where it is right now. I don't mind giving it a try if the wind doesn't pick up here pretty soon, but thought we'd get past the wall out there and see if it changes the wind at all, and then we'll see what happens. Beautiful morning though out on Lake Michigan. Well, the wind hasn't picked up a whole heck of a lot. It's about 8 knots. So we decided to try out the spinnaker. You can't see the whole thing because it's so big. But there she is. So it works just like a big old kite. And we can kind of run parallel to the wind with it a bit. I don't know that I have it quite fully adjusted, but we're making 3/8, 4 knots, something like that. It's a little tricky getting it up, particularly by yourself, but it's up, and we'll see if the wind stays down a bit. If we can fly it for a while, just have to be ready to pull it down real quick if that wind really picks up, because it's a big sail. So we're out still. It's a little after about 9:30. And now we're just going to have to keep a close eye on the wind, because with that big old spinnaker up, it's going to take off if the wind picks up substantially. So, more later. Well, we've had a good little run here, about 4 knots, 3.5 to 5.5, or 3.5 to 4.5 probably. Averaging probably about 4 knots. Wind stayed under 10. Got up to 10 a couple times, but didn't last long. I threw Michigan City into our plotter to see how long it would take to get there. Unfortunately, it says we wouldn't get. It's just about a little after 10 now. It says we wouldn't get to Michigan City at this pace until 4 o'clock. That would be a long run. I don't know if you can see it out there, but the 5-mile buoy that I sail to sometimes is just off to our port. I think the challenge is going to be getting the spinnaker down by myself. I'm not sure I've ever done that before. Never raised it before either, but so my next challenge, I think, is going to be to try and get that spinnaker down so I can tack and head back towards the marina. I left at about 8:30 or so, and had to be back around a little after lunch probably. So my next big challenge will be to try and get that spinnaker down. I'm hoping that the wind doesn't kick up while I'm trying to do that. And we'll see how it goes getting the spinnaker down. Probably won't be pretty, but we'll try. Well, that didn't go so bad. I ran the halyard around this winch here and up to the front and cleated it off, so I had access to it to drop the sail when I was up there. And then I took the sheet off this cleat and kind of walked it up to the bow. It was flapping a bit, but that was okay. And then when I got up there, I uncleated the halyard and let the sail fall while I collected it and put it on deck, shoved it in the bag up there. So jib's out. We're headed back towards home, 3.7 knots with about 7 to 8 knots of wind. So not horrible. Not great, but not horrible. And the important thing was I was able to get the spinnaker up and down all by myself, and got a little bit of fun with that. So, headed home.